The Philippines is dealing with the aftermath of a powerful earthquake that struck Cebu. Officials warn of more aftershocks that could continue for weeks and cause more destruction. Emergency teams are wrapping up rescue and relief operations. Efforts are underway to rebuild affected heritage sites. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. visited Cebu City yesterday to assess the damage, particularly to historical landmarks like the shrine of the Archdiocese of San Vicente Ferrer. This was the country's deadliest quake in more than a decade, with 72 people killed. For more, let's speak with Edgardo Jaypee Labella, the second Cebu City Councilor. Councilor Labella, thank you for making the time to speak with us. It's now been 4 days since the quake struck Cebu. Give us an update on the situation on the ground. How are people coping?
Yeah, the main problem is that we always, the problem right now is that there is a tropical storm coming now, and there has been a lot of landslides. So this is what we are dealing with. And there have been already around 170,000 families affected by the earthquake, which is really hard because the main problem is it destroyed the roads. So we are having a hard time reaching them. Landslides have been always coming down, and individuals are really asking for help. They need food, water. Even their houses are destroyed. We have already around 72 people that have died already due to landslides and the stampedes that happened during the earthquakes. And right now, we have already witnessed around 3,000 aftershocks, which is really scary because, you know, people are thinking that the earthquake is done, but aftershocks are still coming. And this was caused by the old fault line, which for 400 years hasn't moved. So right now, it actually started to move, and which is the cause of the strong earthquake, 6.9 magnitude earthquake. This happened in the north areas, north municipalities and north cities. We in Cebu City, the biggest city in the Cebu Island, have been affected too, but not as much as these north towns, which are really devastated by the earthquake.
You mentioned many people are in need. Given the extent of the damage, what kind of aid and support do residents need right now?
Mostly food and shelter. You know, it's really heartwarming because, you know, the Cebuanos in time of crisis, we work together, we help each other. So that's why right now the Cebu City government is now sending aid, food, water, clothes, and some materials to help these people without shelter. We sent also tents, you know, so that they can actually stay hidden from the rain, which is one of the big problems right now because the tropical storm is arriving. So this is what we're doing.
President Marcos has also announced funding to help affected communities. Will this be enough?
Yeah, actually, even our city, Cebu City, we are donating around 20 million pesos to help aid these people who are affected by the storm, by the earthquake, I'm sorry.
And what about President Marcos? He was on the ground in Cebu City to assess the damage, especially to those historical landmarks. What do you think his immediate priorities would be for the city and its tourism sector?
Yeah, because, you know, being Cebu is a Christian place. You know, this is where Christianity started. So this is why a lot of tourism people come here to check out the churches, to visit the churches, to do pilgrimage. And this is one way of how the towns get to earn their livelihoods. So this is why President Marcos wants to rebuild as fast as we can, so that, you know, we can go back to their livelihoods. We can go back to the daily lives and help these people.
We've been talking about how a tropical storm has now made landfall in the Philippines. How have local authorities prepared for this storm, given many are still sleeping outside? Is there anywhere they can go to seek refuge?
Yes, we are. What I've heard, from the people on the ground, they are telling me that they are putting these people in evacuation sites already, different evacuation sites in the different towns. So this is why, because there are a lot of people, especially in the mountainous areas, that are still that because their houses were destroyed by landslides, so they are still there. So this is why we are doing a lot of efforts to the people, the disaster people, to get these people and put them in evacuation sites, which is very important.
Councillor, can I ask, how have you been impacted by the disaster, and are you doing okay?
Yeah, we got hit really bad too, but you know, most of them were really affected with the those places in the mountains which caused landslide because uh, after the earthquake it rained so hard. So that's why when it rained, the soil was loose. So this is what started the landslides. And but in Cebu City, a lot of establishments also got damaged, but not as much as the ones in the northern towns.
Thank you so much, Councillor, for speaking with us. Please do take care. We were speaking to Edgardo Jaypee Labella, the
You're welcome.
second Cebu City Councillor.